natin dito para naman tayong ewan.
Shh! Huwag ka maingay. Baka marinig tayo ng kaaway natin.
Kaaway? Anong kaaway? Ako lang naman inaaway mo dito.
Ay naku, basta trust me. This is for your own good.
Ay naku, niloloko mo lang ata ako eh. Tayo lang naman na nandito. Sama mo na yung cameraman. Sama mo na si Direk. Iniikot mo lang ata ako eh.
Die, monster, die!
Ano ba to?
Sabi ko na sa'yo, buti nababad ako sa Op7 at napatay ko yung mamaw na yan. Tandaan, walang mamaw sa taong marunong mag-abang. Last Wednesday, Runes of Magic was showcased to the media and everyone was astounded by the presentation. Runes of Magic, the latest addition to the roster of online games under the premier local game publisher IPE Games, ang kakaibang MMORPG na siguradong yayinig sa mundo mo. Nako, kakaiba talaga ang game na ito. It is way above from the typical online game kasi nga it has more options for more gaming action.
Runes of Magic, by far, is the biggest free-to-play MMORPG to be launched here in the Philippines. Specifically, of course, that it's brought to us by eGames. It's more of strategy, tactical actions and stuff, and it's really more sophisticated, more in-depth in terms of gaming.
Wow! Wow na wow talaga! At eto pa, kung napapawaw ka sa larong WoW, it should be the game you should be playing. Oh, ano pang hinihintay nyo? Runes of Magic, the end is near. The end is here on waiting for the best online game in the country.
Runes of Magic was so exciting. I mean, the magician and everything, it was like spectacle.
Talagang Runes of Magic and the event was nothing but magical. So if you haven't tried the game, I suggest you play it. It's called Runes of Magic. And speaking of fun and magic, I'm gonna exit muna ako kasi I gotta have my fun.
Palibasa may dalawang chicks doon na naka-costume. Sam talaga.
Operation 7 is now here and it's about to change the local MMORPG scene because of its cool new features. At first look, it looks like our beloved Counter-Strike of yore. Gun-wielding grunts go at each other to win rounds and the game as a whole depending on the setting. For Op7, there are 3 game settings to choose from. In headhunting, you need to track and eliminate the appointed leader of the opposing group. Hold the line harks back in the capture the flag action in Unreal Tournament, while it's up to the last man standing in the survival mode. There is also a demolition mode for players who still cannot get enough of Counter-Strike. Plant a bomb and you will win the game. The controls are pretty much the same, but the graphics are way overboard. But I would prefer if you could actually break walls and destroy crates and do a whole lot of other things. But what really sets Op7 different from the other games is that you can really customize your own character. First up, you can modify what the character is wearing from his headgear down to his fatigues. You can also add belts and bags that allow your player to bring more side items like a knife, a couple of hand grenades, and some flashbangs. The downside of this is that you do not know a friend from a foe. Unlike in CS or other first-person MMORPGs, opposing players are deviated from each other through their guises. In Op7, you can only know a friend if the line side turns X. However, the gem of the Op7 is the gun customization feature. Believe me, it does not only doll up your character, but it also affects how its performance is on the battlefield. You can immediately customize a gun from the beginning of the game. After choosing a channel, click the tab on tap that reads Set Primary Weapon, and voila, you're all set to design your gun. But here is the thing, it's not only the base level that you need to take note when customizing a gun. You also need to look at stat changes each mod part gives. For example, adding a scope affects mobility, while tinkering the barrel changes the range and accuracy. This is the only MMORPG that gives considerable consideration to weapon alteration. You can go around the game collecting as much credits or currency as you want to have better weapons. Well, I give 4 shawarmas to Op7. Now I have to practice more because my brother always beats me by shooting me in the head. He sniped me with a shotgun. Oh man, maybe it is the bald head. I don't know.
Sam is a little preoccupied at the moment. Narinig lang niya yung pangalan ng Sizzler natin. Ayun na. Wala na. Pero kung sa bagay, hindi ko rin naman siya masisisi sa mainit-init naming Sizzler of the Week.
There are many things to like about July, and this calendar girl is one of them. We bring you her naughtiness, Miss July, Diana Kessler von Springeisen. Diana has 26 years of slim hotness on her with a 32-25-35 figure. That must be tough to maintain. She looks pretty healthy to me though, so I'm sure she can handle it. It may be a little disappointing to you strapping young men, but it's really not surprising that Miss Spring Hyacinth is taken. Don't be so glum though, chums, because if she becomes single, she reveals that she's open to dating a gamer. But then again, who'd let go of her? Tell you what though, confidence is key to this lady, so remember that if the opportunity comes. Whoever has her must be some lucky dude, since Gianna confesses to being very naughty, but also very nice. This avatar of hotness also never leaves her MacBook and iPhone at home, revealing she's a little techie inside, but not too much, because she's also driven by a sense of adventure. A RAN lover herself, she invites you all to keep on playing. So let's hear it for Miss July, Gianna Kessler von Spring Hyacinth. And now the end is near.
Swabing swabe sa pasok ng tagline ng Runes of Magic
Salamat. Si chamba lang yun. Pero ito na ang end ng ating special on Op7 and Runes of Magic. Sana naman nagustuhan nyo. And if I were you, I'd try the game. Hindi kayo magsisisi.
Etong mga to, siguradong hindi sila nagsisisi. At siguradong enjoy na enjoy din sila sa mga prizes nila. Congratulations to last week's trivia question winners!
And you can also drop us a line at www.mogtv.com.ph. And if you're a female, you could also leave me your number.
And of course, thank you to Maybelline and Paris Optical. So tune in again next week to the only gaming show that does it your way. Mog TV, game over.